Hey guys, I'm Andrea, and today's flow I'm gonna guide you through opening your hips and strengthening your quads as well. So we're gonna work on the external rotation of the hips. So the hips can do mainly four movements: internal rotation, so this movement, external rotation, flexion, and extension, basically. So of course we're gonna cover the whole range, but we're gonna mainly focus on the external rotation of it. So let's begin on your mat. When you're ready, you can sit down and you can sit on a block. If your hips are really close and your knees are really high, you can place a block underneath. So we're gonna go into square pose. That means that you wanna have your right ankle on top of your left knee, and the objective is to have the right knee on top of the left ankle. So this is one of the poses that I hate the most. That's why we're gonna do it because it's very good to practice. And if this is bothering you too much, you can always place a block or a pillow underneath your knee. And as well, you might want to have a block underneath your seat bones to lift your pelvic floor. So roll your shoulder back, relax your hands, wiggle your head, and close your eyes. I'm gonna take a couple of deep breaths in and out from your mouth. Inhale from your nose. Exhale from your mouth. We're gonna do a breathing exercise called square breathing. So we're gonna inhale on a count of 4, hold it on a count of 4, exhale on a count of 4, hold it on a count of 4. And then we're gonna start again from inhaling on a count of 4, hold it and exhale, and so on. So inhale, exhale completely, and we're gonna begin. Inhale, hold it, exhale, hold it, inhale, hold it, exhale, hold it, inhale, hold it, exhale, hold it, inhale, hold it, exhale, hold it. And you can start breathing again on your own rhythm. And open your eyes. And we're just gonna switch legs. One leg might be worse, one hip might be worse than the other. It's okay. This is actually my worst hip. So position your block or your pillow, if that feels okay for you. Make sure that your spine is straight. Roll the shoulder back, shoulder blades together, wiggle your head, and close your eyes. The next breathing exercise is alternate nostril breathing. So you want to have your peace finger on your third eye, so that spot between your eyebrows. Your thumb is going to close the right nostril, and your ring and pinky are going to close the left nostril. So inhale from both nostrils, exhale completely. Close the right nostril, inhale from the left. Close the left. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. Inhale from the left. Exhale from the right. Inhale from the right. Exhale from the left. And release. Release your hand and inhale from both nostrils. And take a couple of breathing from your own rhythm. And open your eyes. We're gonna meet on the front of the mat. So from standing in your Tadasana, make sure that your feet are hips width apart, shoulders are relaxed, knee cups are engaged so that you activate your quads. Slightly tuck your tailbone. Inhale, raise your arms, arch your back. Exhale, halfway. Spine is straight. Inhale here. Exhale all the way down. Forward bend. Inhale, left leg back, knee to the ground. Look up. And exhale, low lunge. Hands into prayer. Twist to the right and hook your left elbow to the knee. And look back. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to the ground and push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Weight into your hands. Exhale, knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, scoop up into upper facing dog or cobra. Put the knees to the ground. And exhale, push back into downward facing dog. Right leg between your arms. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come all the way up into low lunge. Hips are squared, facing the front of the mat. Activate the back leg. Shoulders are relaxed and hands are the same height of your ears. Make sure that all the front toes are lifted and place them back down. Your knees is pointing towards the second toe. And exhale, hands to the ground and forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up into chair pose. Exhale, standing. Inhale, hands up. Arch your back. Exhale, halfway. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Right leg back, knee to the ground. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come all the way up into low lunge. Exhale, hands into pray and twist towards the left side. Try not to collapse into it. So you just want to use the leverage of your elbow against the outside of your thigh. And look back if your neck allows it. Relax your shoulder. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the ground and push back into downward facing dog. The crease of your elbow is facing forward, so you're hugging your shoulder blades, you're not collapsing on your chest, but your neck is relaxed. Inhale, plank, weight into your hands, and exhale, knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, come up, upper facing dog or cobra. Exhale, push into downward facing dog. At the bottom of your exhalation, left leg between your arms. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come all the way up into high lunge. Exhale, hands to the ground and forward fold. Inhale, look up, back is straight. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up into chair pose, Utkatasana. And exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up, arch your back. Exhale, halfway. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way down. Left leg back into low lunge. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, bring the shoulder blades together and open your elbows 90 degrees. Inhale, up. Exhale, open your chest. Inhale, up. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the ground. We're going to go into pigeon. So bring the shin into the ground in front of you. It doesn't matter if it's not parallel. You can close it. We practice like a yin pigeon. So you don't want to lift your butt, but your hips can be unsquared. And from here we inhale, slightly twist to the right, and exhale, come down. If this is too much, you can bring your left foot, your left knee, into a 90-degree angle or less. This will allow you to relax. And stay here. You can extend your arms. Inhale, come up. Exhale, push into downward facing dog. Exhale and inhale, plank. And exhale, let's see if we can go into chaturanga. Inhale, push up, upper facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg between your arms. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come all the way up into low lunge, high lunge. Exhale, hands to the ground, forward bend. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, come up into Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Inhale. And exhale, stay here. Inhale, arms up, arch your back. Exhale, halfway. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, right leg back, knee to the ground, look up, and come into low lunge. Hips are squared, the shoulders are relaxed. Palms facing in front of you, and exhale, elbow 90 degrees, shoulder blades together. Open the chest. Inhale, up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the ground. Bring the left shin to the mat. And we're coming into pigeon pose. Remember the variation. You can always bring your right knee out. This will allow you to relax better in the pose. And you can stay in your forearms as well if this is too much. Inhale, come up. On your hands, and exhale, push into downward facing dog. Remember your alignment, your hands, your elbows, chest is not collapsing. You can slightly bend your knees as well. Left foot between your hands. Inhale, look up. Exhale, come all the way up into high lunge. And exhale, hands to the ground, forward fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, Samastiti. And relax your hands. And step slightly in the middle of your mat. And now we're gonna go towards the final part. That this is the hardest pose, is a short sequence. And we're gonna go into flying pigeon, if we can. Otherwise, we stop in the middle. That's perfectly fine. So make sure that you have a block or a pillow if you never done it and you wanna try. So we inhale, hands up. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. We're gonna hold it for 5 breaths. 2, 1. 3, 4, and 5, and come up. Relax your hands for a second. And again, hands up, and exhale, Utkatasana. Bend your knees, tuck your tailbone. So you don't want to have your legs out, your booty out. You don't want to have lordosis in your lower back, but you want to bring your pelvic in slightly, not too much, just a little bit, so that your spine is neutral. It doesn't do the curve out. Engage your abs as well. Bring the weight towards your left foot and see if you can lift your right one. And now bring your right ankle on top of your left knee and open the hip. And maybe you already feel it here and you want to stay here. Otherwise, you can start coming down on your hands. How does it feel? You might feel it in the opening of your hips. And from here, if you want to try to go into flying pigeon, you're going to bring your shin on the crease just below your shoulder, your armpits. And see if you can find a balance and slightly bring the weight into your hands. Remember to put a pillow underneath your face if you never done it. And you can use your toe to kind of hook around your flying toe, to hook around your arm. So that it's gonna be helpful to keep it there. So from here, find the balance in your arms and see if you can just lift your left foot. And you can try to extend it. And return. The turkey is returning as well. And here we lift up. Keep the leg where it is. Bend your left foot, your left knee, and come all the way up again. And release. How does it feel? And we're gonna try to do the other side. So, arms up. And exhale, bend your knees into Utkatasana. Weight to your right leg. And exhale, bring your left ankle on top of your knee and open the hip. So you want the knee squared down, pushing down. And the shin parallel to the floor. If you want an extra challenge, try to come down with your hands. And just feel it right here when your shin touch your chest, if it touches it, and you have the pressure of your chest against it. And this will increase the hip opening as well. And then see if you can bring your leg hooked against your armpits. Weight into your hands and see if you can just lift your right leg. And from here you can try to extend it. It's going to look harder than what actually is. Knee to your chest, foot down. Breathe here. And exhale. Extend your right leg higher. But remember to keep the knee bent. And come all the way up. Maintain the balance. And release. Very good. Ooh. Now we're gonna go towards the final. So come in front of the mat. You wanna have your feet wider than your hips. We're gonna come down into Malasana, also the yogi squat. Have the hands into pray position and push with your elbows out. If your heels don't touch the ground and you're like this, that's fine. You can place something like 2 blocks underneath your heels. Try to keep your spine straight. So if your hips are not that open, it's better to be a bit higher and have your spine straight. You don't want to roll it down. Just stay here and enjoy the squat. This is a great position in Asia, where I've been, in India and in China as well, and Vietnam. A lot of people just spend so much time of their life in this position. They squat when they go to the toilet. A lot of time when they eat as well, they eat on a very low surface, not sitting. When they wait for the bus, you see a lot of people squatting. It's a great habit to get into it. And release. And we're coming down now in Balasana, also known as child pose. So you can have your knees together or apart, toes together, and come down with your chest against your knees, forehead into the ground. Extend your neck. And just let go of every muscle. And slowly come up. I'm gonna go into camel pose to balance out everything. You can do it as I am, or you can also face the wall. In this case, the wall is gonna help you to keep your hips against it. So you wanna have your hips parallel to the floor and on top of your knees. So you don't wanna bring your hips back or too much forward. Well, that's gonna be hard. But anyway, let's have the knees and the hip width apart. Roll your shoulder back. Bring your hands on your lower back. And gently bend backwards from the upper back. You can squeeze your butt. That's gonna prevent any pain in your lower back. From here, you can tuck your toes if it's too much. And one hand at a time, you can bring it on your heels. You want to have the fingers facing back. You can relax your neck if it allows it. And again, try to push your hips forward. And to come up, we try to come up all together. Squeeze your abdominal. Come with your hips first and then your neck last. And again, we're gonna go down into our counter pose, Balasana. And release, come up with your head. And come sitting down with your legs extended in front of you. And flex your butt back. We're gonna go into Janusirsasana, so bend your right knee into the ground. You wanna have the sole of your foot against your groin. Your left foot is engaged. And again, pull the flesh back. Inhale, your back is straight. You can remember always sit on the block if the forward bend are for you. Inhale, twist towards the left leg, and exhale, forward bend. And you can hold your foot or just your shin, whatever your body allows it. And breathe. Take deep breath, deep inhalation and exhalation. And when your mind wanders away, just bring it back to your breathing pattern. And inhale, come up. Exhale, release. And we switch foot. Inhale, twist towards the right leg. And exhale, forward bend. And come up. We're almost at the end. Now we're gonna lay down on our back. Bring the shoulder blades together. Bend the right foot, right knee into your chest, give it a nice squeeze. And exhale, open it towards the opposite side for a nice back twist. You can open the right arm, and if your gaze allows it, if your neck allows it, look towards your right hand and close your eyes. And back to the center. We're gonna go in the other side. This time, right leg. And open the left arm. And release. Just lay down into Shavasana for a couple of minutes. Legs are wider than your hips. Palms are facing up. The muscles are relaxed. Lift your shoulders and bring them back down. And lift your head and bring it back down. Lift your pelvic and bring it back down. Lift your right hand, left hand, right leg, left leg. And relax. And for the next couple of minutes, try to keep the attention to your nose, to that triangle above your lips and below your nostril. Feel the air coming in and out. Keep the focus there. Whenever you catch the mind wandering, just bring it back. And slowly start wiggling your toes and your fingers. Increase your breathing. Feel all the lungs. And exhale from your mouth. Bring your knees to your chest. And turn towards the right side into a fetus position. And when you're ready, you can come up. Keep your gaze soft or closed. Let's come into a sitting position for a moment. Roll your shoulder back. And check in with your body, how it feels now after the practice. Remember that we use poses, asana, to get into our body. We don't use our body to get into asana. It doesn't matter how you look into a pose. It matters how you feel while you perform it. Hands close to your heart. And namaste.